I feel like we're like the most official than any of our other interviews talking to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm more intimidated by you.
Okay.
Walk in. Hi, I'm Sofia.
And I'm Marc.
And this is Marc by Sofia by Romy. Welcome, you guys, to my show. I'm so lucky to have two lucky fans here to interview today. It's Sofia Coppola and Marc Jacobs today. So
Thank you.
You guys made a movie together. How exciting. So a lot of younger audiences are really curious about the 90s. It's like very aesthetic, it's very trendy on Pinterest, you know. It was an era of like just kind of like freedom because there was no social media and stuff. If there was one thing you could bring from the 90s to 2026, what would it be?
Oh, good question. I think not having phones with cameras. I think it was fun because you could do anything and there was a freedom in not having everything documented.
But what if I look good and I want to post a picture of myself?
Then you'd have to wait until the...
You'd have to wait 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess in the past you would have to be famous to have your picture taken. But now
A lot of
anybody
people did
can-
self-portraits, but it wasn't
We
as
still
common.
took pictures, but somebody had to have a camera.
Yeah, Andrew has tons of photos from that
right.
time. You could
But very few
snapshot
people-
cameras.
Yeah, I tried that. I tried to have a camera with me and take pictures of my friends, and it just felt too awkward to take to stop people and take a picture. You know, if you're in a social situation. So I never did.
Now people have no shame about that.
No shame
I walk
at
through
all.
Soho and they're like, "What makes you sexy?"
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Another kind of TikTok trend that I really want to get your guys' take on is basically there's people make edits of like their favorite movies or their favorite celebrities. So someone will say something like outlandish and then it'll cut to like a montage of them just like flipping their hair in different outfits. If you could make your own 15-second edit of anyone or any film or any era, like what would your edit be?
I only know about those because you've shown me. I love the Marie Antoinette ones to hip hop. Like those are really good. I'm really impressed
Those
with
are
the
no
editing.
joke. The editors are amazing.
They're so good.
I still don't understand what this is.
I show her whenever I'm scrolling. Okay, it's like a montage, a very fast montage, but an editor makes it so it's like one movie or one person. So people will take Marie Antoinette and it'll be like all the cakes and all the
Like cut to a
pretty
hip-hop
things,
song.
but it's like, what would it be?
You have to show him.
Cabaret, but what would the edit? Or no, I'd say Sweet Charity, and I'd say it's like the dance scene in Sweet Charity.
So you just do a montage of your favorite moment.
Montage. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
There's a scene he's talking about, which we have a clip in our doc because we talk about all his favorite film moments that
Inspiration.
inspired him. Yeah. So I think
And it's the
this Bob Fosse movie
yeah.
that you would do.
yeah, I like Bob Fosse.
Yeah, I took Romy to see All That Jazz.
You
We
did?
saw it on the screen of the Cherry.
I love
wow.
the girl who plays Death.
Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange.
Yeah, but
That was her first acting role. She was a model before that.
No way.
She was a model with Wilhelmina, and he put her in that movie, and she got such bad reviews, and the people were saying like she just got slated. Everyone's saying like that model will never be an actress. Meanwhile, it was Jessica Lange. So she's like, what?
Yeah, literally.
And she's so cool.
Yeah, she's
so
amazing.
majestic
She's the
with
angel
her
of death.
hat and
She's the angel of death.
And then it signifies his death when they kiss.
Yeah.
It's like it's so good.
I remember like being scared of that when I saw it as a little kid. Like it just blew my mind that she was death represented,
Yeah.
and she's so seductive and cool. Did it inspire a song of yours?
Yeah.
Really?
What's that song called?
The Angel
Yeah.
of Death?
It's not out yet, but it's called Guns Out, and it's like about like death being like something you flirt with. Like it's like reeling you in. But it's a beautiful
Bob Fosse's
woman
whole life
dressed in
was
like-
that. That's what I guess
But
that's
I
what
love
that meant.
he's like in the bathroom losing his mind, taking pills, his life's a mess, and then once in a while you see him with death and it becomes clear that like
He's
gonna
flirting.
die.
Yeah, he's flirting.
Yeah. So that was
And just like cheating on his wife all the time and having crazy affairs and being on uppers and downers and
less inspiring, but
no, I mean, but that's what he was flirting with death in
Yeah,
every
yeah.
facet of his life.
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah, that's true. What's a celebrity's closet who you would bling ring?
oh,
Colby is your friend who collects
Colby, you bling
vintage
ring.
couture.
That's a trend on TikTok, by the way. It's like, who would I bling ring?
Really?
Yeah, and it'll be like
Pharrell.
all these. Oh, yeah.
I'd say Pharrell. Yeah,
Yeah.
he must have like the most incredible collection of bags and clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything, jewelry. I'd
Yeah.
definitely bling ring.
There's everything in there.
Definitely.
I would bling ring Carlene.
Surf.
Yeah, she was. She is a great stylist, and she worked for. She did a lot of shoots in the '80s with Chanel, so she has like an incredible collection of all '80s,
Chanel.
'90s Chanel, and like every color bright cardigans, and when the accessories were big, and she's like known for like piling it on, like tons of bracelets.
More. That's what she'd say all the time. She'd go, more.
There's a look in your guys' eye that's making me think you're really going to follow through with this.
Well, it's making me think.
I really want to see
like,
her closet.
I don't know. I remember the bling ring. I saw the movie.
Okay, guys, buckle up.
Buckle up.
There's this thing, I'm sure you know, it's like the talking stage before you date someone. So you're talking, but you're not dating and you're not exclusive.
Oh, right, I've heard.
So,
In our household.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume you guys have both had your share of failed talking stages where you were talking to someone, but then it didn't work out. What was the reason? Don't say who, but what was the reason it didn't work out?
Oh. Should I go
I
first?
can't remember so long.
It was a date, and this person was just talking about their mother through the whole dinner.
Oh dear.
Yeah, oh dear. It was the last date. First date, last date.
Oh dear.
I remember going on a date with a guy, who, I think he was a director or someone in film business, who asked me if you could ask me about like a cinematographer, and I didn't know it was a date. So I thought it was like I was just going to help them talk like director to director, and then as I was there I realized that he thought we were on a date, but I didn't know that. And I was like, how do I get out of here? I really did not want to. Yeah.
Awkward family emergency.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Yes.
Also, so your movie features a lot of moments of Marc putting on fashion shows, and then kind of the behind the scenes of the lead up to the fashion show, and then the feeling after once everyone's seen it and knowing it's all in your name. Can you explain kind of what that feeling is like? Also, you with movies, like when you put something out there that's finished, it's in the world, and then how does it feel after, whether it does good or bad? Like, how does it feel to just put something out?
Yeah, we talked about that. It's always, because we both make things, it's similar, like it's always scary to put something out, but then Marc was saying you make it so that you can share it, but then that part is always scary, and then there's always a crash after you make something because you put all your energy into it, and it's collaborative, and it's fun to do with other people, and then everyone goes home, and it's like, oh, I have to like be quiet and then do it again. So it's roller coaster creativity, I think.
Yeah, it's totally that. I was thinking about it and discussing it with my shrink. It's a couple of weeks ago, like after the show, this last show, and saying like, I get home that night of the show and it's like sort of approaching midnight, and I start getting text messages and things from a few people who I know well saying how much they liked it. Then the following day there are all these reviews, and a lot of them are good or favorable, and I'm getting more messages and more DMs. And then on the third day everybody's moved on to the next thing, and I'm like, where did everybody go? I feel so abandoned. And then I'm like, well, that's it. I guess it was just yesterday's news, And it is like that. There's just so much attention, and then it's crickets.
But does that feeling kind of inspire you to like make something else?
Well, I once I come back to reality and come back to life, but I think there's like that feeling of like, why do I put myself through this? Yeah. And then I realize why I put myself through it. And it is that you get the chance to make something new, and you are inspired and you want to put it out there. And then my friend Lana calls me Sissy for Sisyphus, the character pushing the rock up the hill. And that is like, there's this myth of Sisyphus that like, he was like damned to hell, and so he would roll the rock up to the top of the mountain, and then it would just roll back down, and his life was just constantly redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. And the myth is like, but maybe he got pleasure out of redoing it. Like maybe he wasn't in hell. Maybe that was his idea of heaven. Like he got to do it all over again.
Yeah.
So I'm Sissy to her, and that's my story. I think it feels like hell, but I really like doing it again.
Yeah. Okay, so as you guys know, there's a lot of hedge fund, banker, finance, real estate people in the world. And a lot of people in my generation, that's like a lot of what they're interested in. They're going to school to study how to to be in stocks or whatever. That's cool for them, but is there anything you guys feel like you could say to people who don't want to do anything creative to convince them to be in touch with something creative? And why is it fulfilling to be creative?
Maybe not everyone's an artist.
Yeah.
Everyone is an artist.
Well, I think people, no, maybe creativity just looks something else to them. I used to criticize all the corporate people. Like when I was at Vuitton, I would think like, oh, the corporate people, will never understand the creative people. And so I would like say like, they're just numbers. They just care about money and whatever. And then I thought like their language isn't one I understand, and my language isn't one they understand, but they get off on what they do and I get off on what I do. But that's just the way it goes. Not everybody is a third floor person and not everyone is a seventh floor person.
Yeah. Everyone wants to do marketing. I just like
Yeah.
how do you feel deep
marketing.
inside? Write it down.
Right.
Write it down.
I think people need to, well, maybe it's just the vulnerability. People are taught that they shouldn't, that they don't want to show their vulnerability, that they need to be strong, and they, courage looks a certain way and power looks a certain way. Mm-hmm. And if people were encouraged to understand that vulnerability is strength and that like that is true connection, then I think there would be more creativity and more creative thinking, and things wouldn't be so like arithmetic equations and money, and there's nothing wrong with any of that, but it's very black and white, and it's rules, so but I think people are afraid to be vulnerable.
I
guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any advice about just like that feeling when you feel like you have no clothes but you have all the clothes?
Oh, I hate that feeling. I get
You
that.
do?
I have a closet full of beautiful clothes, and I have that moment. Like, I don't.
That's
yeah,
what makes
I don't know
fashion
where-
people fashion
yeah.
people.
I'm not a
Really?
fashion person,
Yeah.
No.
and in my room before I like have to go somewhere, I'm like, I give up.
Yeah.
I have a lot of clothes, but I just I'm like, don't know how to put these together, don't know how this works.
I have that feeling too, if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, but you always
Thank you.
Yeah.
We all feel like that.
Okay. What do you think?
But I have no excuse. I'm like, I have no excuse to not get it together because I have all these beautiful clothes.
Yeah.
But it's like, don't you think it's just like instinctive? Like if you think about it, it's one thing. But if you're in that moment, it's like, well, this is what I really want right now, and it isn't here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love new clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God.
When you get dressed, do you start with a certain item? Like, I want to wear these shoes, or...
If it's like an occasion,
Yeah.
like I might decide like I really want to wear olive green today, so wear an olive green suit, and then the rest has to fall in
with
line
it.
with that. Yeah.
Yes.
I heard about that from this girl Rona. It's called sandwiching.
Sandwiching.
Yeah, it's
I
like
thought
when
that
you
was
have
a skincare thing.
No, it's like if you have a headband that's green and shoes that are green,
Oh.
you're sandwiching.
Okay.
And it like looks good.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of the only thing straight guys can understand as like fashion. So they have one thing that's like the same color as another thing they're wearing, and they're like, look at this outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you noticing guys dressing like JFK Jr. around after that show?
Yeah.
No, I'm not around those kinds of people.
Do you like that show?
Well, I've only seen a bit of it, but it is insane how every magazine is like, here's exactly how to dress like Carolyn Bessette. Like, we don't need an entire generation of people just mimicking Carolyn Bessette. Like, what do you like? What do you like to wear?
Yeah.
You know, like
That's so
everyone's
funny.
doing
And she
that.
was very different than other people.
Yeah.
Do you remember her?
Yeah.
Because we went out. There were a couple. Did
Yeah.
like that Nancy Boy show she was at?
No
Do you remember?
way.
Were you at that Nancy Boy show?
Yes.
Or well, there were so many, but.
I mean, I was at some. I remember her around.
With
and
Donovan,
she was fun.
that was his band, right?
Yeah,
Donovan.
yeah.
And I remember specifically that she was at that show that night.
I remember her being around at that time.
Yeah.
And she seemed like she was fun.
She was cool.
Yeah. What do you guys think about like people kind of clinging on to like a iconic fashion person to pull inspiration from? Do you think it's good to have like
I do that.
inspiration?
There's people that I like always like the way they dress and like inspired me. So that
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking about
everyone
that
does,
before.
don't they? Yeah.
Like all the young boys wanted to look like Elvis because Elvis was sexy and stylish, and and like back in the day, and all like young women, like my mother's generation, they all wanted to look like Elizabeth Taylor because Elizabeth Taylor was the most glamorous movie star at the time. So I think throughout like time, people, men, women, people look up to like someone that represents something, gorgeous, glamorous, stylish.
I always wanted to be like Tina Chow and Paloma Picasso,
Yeah.
like those ladies. Like who were the glamorous women when I was a kid.
Yeah. So I think people do like find style icons, that they look up to.
But then you make it your own.
whenever it's like summer and I'm like picking out my outfit, I always remember Paris Hilton saying that your skirt should be the size of a belt because life is short, so take risks.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Sorry. Yeah.
I love Paris.
I love her so
I love
much.
Paris too.
I love
I know.
her,
Did
like,
you
so
talked to her
much.
that night at the Met when I brought her.
Yeah,
Remember?
but she was so nice because she let us
She
film
is
in our
super
house
nice.
during the bling ring, and I shot her one time, and she's so sweet. Yeah,
She's so sweet.
I didn't know that my
goal is to
daughter
meet
would
her.
to meet her. I didn't know I'd have a daughter that looks more like Paris than me.
Well, I'm not that perf, but
No.
No,
she's
but I
pretty.
brought you to her house when you were a toddler when I was shooting her. I have pictures
I
of
was
you
in
in
that
front of
house?
her pink Bentley. Yeah.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
What about this movie do you feel like you want audiences to really take away? If they take away one kind of just piece of wisdom to carry throughout their lives, or if they're creatives, what's something you want them to really just think about and maybe something to inspire them?
Yeah, it's funny. I was going to say my motto is "To thine own self be true," and sometimes it takes a long time to figure out, who yourself actually is. And I think at this point with Sofia, I was, it was so easy, and I wasn't being vulnerable or transparent. I was just being me, and Sofia was being Sofia, and we just did it together, and that's the movie.
Okay, let's do like kind of funny like speed round situation.
Okay.
Okay. Your boyfriend breaks up with you. What do you do now? Go. Come on.
I'm married.
Yeah, me too.
No, this is not. We know you're settling down. Like this
Go
is about
shopping. Go shopping.
go shopping.
Go shopping.
Someone at your work is being really rude to you. What do you do?
Go shopping. No, go.
Suffer in silence.
Yeah.
Suffer in silence.
I think I kill them with kindness.
Let's edit that so it's just kill them. Okay,
Okay.
moving on. You look in the mirror. You're really feeling insecure. What do you tell yourself?
Go back to bed.
I just go off the day and stop looking in the mirror.
You're failing this generation, guys. Give some words of encouragement.
You can do it.
Well, I always tell you to be the best version of yourself. Don't try to look like someone else.
Oh yeah, I always remember that. Don't try to look like someone else. That's actually.
That you'll always be the
good.
lesser version of that person
Thanks.
instead of being the best version of yourself.
Amazing. How many hours on social media a day is healthy?
Definitely less than what you think.
All right, guys. I think those are. Is there anything else you want me to ask you?
No.
Okay.
No, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you,
spreading the
Romy.
word.
That was great.
Was.
Yeah, you were really good.
Okay, great. So happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You were excellent.
First interview.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
So funny too.
Thank you.
Like witty and clever, beautiful, and all those things.
I also want to come back as a
clips.
beloved dog. That was the best thing.